Devonte was came into the world fighting actually, wore 2 pounds and 8 ounces. Yes. Um, Devonte was the baby of the six that I have. Devonte, boy, had just graduated from job corps. He was working at Home Depot overnight at the time. Well, yeah, at the time that he got murdered. Was just a hard working, spoiled little boy, young man rather. Um, Loved everybody. I mean, there's nothing that he wouldn't do for nobody. He always made sure that the family and his friends and everybody, and especially older elderly people, was he made sure that they was okay. He gonna come and check on them if they come in the store. He made sure he wait on them, see if they got everything they needed. They would take a walk into their car and put in their car, and everybody loved him. He was a brat. He was my headache as well.
Mhm.
But like I say, he was my baby. That was my baby.
What did Devonte want to do?
Bonte, it was he got his certificate when in Jocko electrician. That's what it was.
Okay.
So that's what he was, an electrician. So he was going down that road trying to get everything together as while he was working at Home Depot. So that was what his goal was. That's what he wanted to do. He said he wanted to do that so he could make money. To help take care of his nieces and nephews.
Mm-hmm. Describe Devonte in one word.
Love him.
And he was tragically taken in 2020.
Yes.
So it's been 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And describe how you are now, 4 years later, in one word.
Still angry. I feel hopeless, helpless. I mean, I feel empty. But that's the biggest part. I really feel empty because even though I have other kids, it's just like when he got murdered, it took everything out of me. My life haven't even been the same since. My life is totally different. I mean, it's some days I just can't get through. I can't make it. It caused a lot of health issues with me. Nowadays I just feel like I didn't even want to be here anymore. It's a lot.
As much as you want or as little as you want, tell us about that day.
That day, March the 21st, 2020, that day, I was having my mom's 85th birthday party. And I had to do it in the daytime because I know that he had to go to work, so I want the whole family to be there, for her that day at my apartment. And my baby girl had taken to work around about 2:30, 3-ish o'clock, because he had to be to work at work. Around about 9:20, 9:30, he came home. And he kind of like scared me because I was leaving to go take my mom home. And the doorknob starts jiggling. And I'm like, oh no, who is this? And nobody didn't call, because everybody know to call me when they're coming to the house, because they know if we come just coming, I'm not answering. So I told my mom to step back. I said, because I don't know who this is. And that's why I ended up opening the door, and I was here like, boy, you almost got it. I was like, know who you was. I'm like, why you home so early? And he was like, Mom, I got hurt on the job, but boxes fell on my leg and stuff. They sent me home because I was hurt and he was limping. And I asked him how he got home, and he said that one of the co-workers had brought him home. I said, okay, well, I'm going to take Mama home, and I'll be back. Your food in the refrigerator, and I'll be back. He said, okay. He said, I'm going to take a shower. He said, well, first we'll walk to the store and get me something to eat. Something to drink, and I'll be back. And I said, okay. He said, I'm going to come back and take a shower. I said, all right. By the time I got and took my mom home and came back, walked in the house, and Devonte was nasty, so let me jump in the shower before he do. Cause I know he'll take up all the hot water. He'll be in there for 2 hours. He had to play his music, he had to sing, he had to do whatever else he had to do in the shower. So by that time, I'm getting ready to step my foot in the shower. I heard a knock at my door, and I'm like, well, who is this? Cause everybody know, call before you come, because I'm not answering my door, especially at nighttime. I looked out the window, the bathroom window. I ain't see no car that I recognize. I ain't see nobody, couldn't see nobody at the door. So I ain't paying no attention. So I hear another bell like it was, a bigger knock. I looked again, and I looked. I still didn't see a car, and finally a young man stepped back. He like, Miss Tricia. I'm like, well, what's the matter? He said, come to the door, hurry up. Like, so I said, okay, give me a minute. And I like went to the door, and I said, what's the matter? He said, you got to call Tay. This is my second oldest son. And then we got to tell him to come because they got to take to the hospital because Devonte just got shot. I'm like, no, baby. Devonte just went that way, and it wasn't even 10 minutes that he just went that way, so he couldn't have got shot. I said, so got to be the other Devonte. When y'all talked to me, he said, no. I'm telling you, they put him in the car, they took him to the hospital, and he's gone to the hospital, he got shot. When he said that, he broke down and started crying, and that's when I know that he was talking about my baby, and I just lost it. I just passed out. I just fell out. Finally, he got me, and I came to him, and all I could do was spin around in the middle of my living room and just cry and pray, Lord, don't let this be my baby. That he said, that just let me not saying I want to be anybody, if I just said I want to be my baby. And I said, well, this will give me enough strength to be able to call somebody to come take me to the hospital because I know I'm not going to be able to drive myself. So finally I called my kids and I told them what's going on. They were like, Devonte at work. I'm like, no, Devonte came home. And then he walked there, going to the store to get some drink. But boy said that he got shot. Got over there, pandemic had just shut down at this time. Get to the hospital. Lord, but I will get there. I couldn't get back there to see my baby because they told me I couldn't go and see him because of the investigation of the homicide. Well, they said investigation, but they was working on it. Couldn't find out. They wasn't working on him because as soon as the bullet hit my baby, he was already gone because it went through his back and hit his heart and blew his heart out. He was gone, and as soon as it hit him, the doctor said he was gone instantly. He didn't suffer. He was already gone before they even get to the hospital. From that day to now, it's been hard. I didn't get a chance to even identify my baby until a day before I got ready to bury him. And the only reason I got a chance to identify him is because I begged the funeral person to let me see him before they did anything to him. Washed him up, whatever. That's how I got a chance to see him. Other than that, oh, sorry. It changed my whole life and how I'm scared to even go to a store right now. I mean, scared to even be up. I'm thinking that in Illinois, I hear as far as it could be a bike ride from a car or anything. I don't think somebody's shooting. I'm thinking, I work at the hospital. I came prepared, like I was just talking, saying, I came on stand to see them passing by with a gurney or seeing somebody, to my parents. I panic, I freeze, I scream, I shake. It's a lot. So now they know something going on, they'll tell me to go on the other side and stay over there for a while until we finish with the situation that we have over here. Every day is a different day. I don't know how my day gonna be. I can wake up in the best mood it is. In the next few minutes, I'm boo-hoo crying, Can I drop up a hat and drop up a dime? I mean, my baby. That was.
Do you know who took his life?
The young men that they said took He's like, no, I don't know them. They know who they people around know who they are, but nobody don't want to say anything. You know, they are in jail for other charges, but with my son, nobody don't want to say anything. They, for whatever that no tell that snitching thing that's going on, so I can't get no justice for my baby.
How does that make you feel knowing that somebody knows, but they just choose not to because of this code or fear, retaliation? But how does that really make you feel?
Angry. It makes me feel angry because if it were their family, they would want somebody to tell, something. All I want is justice for my child. I mean, that's the only way I would have closure, and have a little sense of calmness it's I last week at work and we had this new lady start working there. Come to find out, this young lady is one of the mothers of the boys that killed my baby. I didn't know how to react and didn't know what to do. So I had to walk off and I had to pray. Ask God to give me strength to be able to handle this situation. I didn't know what to do. And I cried. I got home, I called my daughter. I talked to my mom and I told her what was going on. I said, I don't know how to react to this. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? I'm at work. I don't know how to, I'm numb now because I don't know what to do. That night was a night that I couldn't even focus at work because knowing what I just felt that I did have to talk to her. I wasn't mad at her. She had no control of what her kids go and do. We don't have no control of what our kids go and do out in the streets when they're out there. We not. I just wanted to talk to her to let her know who I was, and I knew who she was. I got home the next morning, and I couldn't sleep because this was running through my brain. I cried. I prayed. I cried. I prayed. I prayed, and I prayed. So when I finally got to work again back that night, I walked up to her and I talked and to let her know. And I had to go show her area. I ended up having to show her area that she had go. And I said, when we get to this area, I need to talk to you. I'll talk a one-on-one with you. I'll talk with you. I need to introduce myself to you and let you know who I am. Didn't know how it was gonna turn out. But I talked to her. We talked. And I told her who I was. Asked her, what are your son's name? And she told me who they was. I said, do you know who I am? She like, I know your face look familiar, but no. I said, I know who you are, but you don't know who I am. And she like, really? I said, yes. I said, but I just want you to know just one thing. I'm not mad at you. I'm not angry at you. I said, but I just want to let you know who I am. And I explained it to her, who I was, told her my son's name and stuff, and she went there talking. And, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She said, I'm so sorry. And it could have turned out a total different way than what I expected, but it didn't. She grabbed me, she hugged me, we cried, and she told me she was so sorry. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And other things, she said, she said, but I just want you to know who I am and why I said. And I told her, I said, yo, and I told her, and I told her boy's name. I said, and I let her know certain things, some things. And she was like, again, I'm so sorry. She said, I didn't know. I don't have no control over what my kids do. I said, I'm not mad at you. Again, I'm not mad at you. She said, I know I can't take it. I know my boys, and I know what they was capable of, what they would do. And it was not one of her sons. She had two of them that did it. It was four altogether. Two of her boys and two other boys. I felt like I had this big ball from that night when I seen her, and I had it stuck right here in my chest. But after we got through talking, and we cried, she, the stuff, it was lifted. But again, I'm not even, in order for me to get past, like I say get past, to be able to move on, I had to pray to God, ask for forgiveness for them to what they did to my baby. My baby, what they did to him, took his life for no apparent. Something that he didn't have nothing to do with. He just come home from work, and whatever they had in the streets going on, he just an innocent bystander, like other people that was, that same night that he got killed. It was like 7 more people that got killed, and just been an innocent person. But I asked,
how does that resonate with you and make you feel that, there are these rival groups or these kids or these people who have beef with one another and they get into it and they decide to try to shoot and they don't hit one another. It's people like Devonte who didn't have anything to do with it and his life was taken. How does that make you feel knowing that?
It made me feel sad. I mean, I'm gonna say sad. It made me feel angry because y'all doing this for what? I mean, what's the purpose of what? Because you're not only hurting, you're hurting yourself, and you're hurting the person who y'all innocent person that y'all don't took life, and their family, and not only that, now your mama got to go through losing her child to prison for the rest of their life over something that's so, I'm gonna say my mom's favorite word, stupid. So stupid. I mean, all because of you didn't like this person, or that your friend didn't like that person, so you're gonna take it up with them, or whatever the reason was. That's not making no sense at all. But then I wish I shouldn't have did it, but it's too late for all that because you don't took these lives now. Now you got to sit in prison for the rest of your life, your young life, until you get the only way you're gonna get up out of there until they roll you out, out of there. I don't understand it. I mean, because there's no win, and either way it goes, there's no win. All I can say to y'all is that what y'all doing is not making sense at all. I mean, you think you're doing something, but you're not. You're only bringing pain to both sides, to your side and the person whose lives you're taking away from their family. I mean, it doesn't make sense of the reason why that y'all doing it, all because of a color or a name that y'all have for this side or that side or whatever the case may be. It's not even worth it. I mean, life is a whole lot better than the foolishness that y'all doing. Every day I have to live with pain that I won't even wish on my worst enemy, because this pain will never go away. Nothing that I could take, nothing I could do to ease this pain. I have to live with this pain every single minute, every second, every day of my rest of my life. It's better than life than what y'all think it is that y'all doing, that y'all think is so great. You're hurting yourself. It's more to life than what y'all doing. I mean, make something out yourself. Do something for yourself. Live life. Live life. Live life, not take lives. Live life. I mean, it's life is so much better. I beg and I plead, and I beg and I plead, and I also pray that y'all will hear me, myself, and the rest of us that's coming in and telling y'all that this has to stop and this has to end, because again, there's no win situation in none of this. I mean, what y'all think is so big, it's not. Now you gotta sit in prison for the rest of your life. Only time you're gonna get out is when they're rolling you out. Or either, I hate to say it, you're big and bad out here, but when you get in there, you're gonna be somebody else bigger and better than you that gonna bully you, and you ain't gonna be able to take it because it's gonna be more than just one. And it's not even worth it. You're sitting in prison for the rest of your life out here. There's so many opportunities out here for you to have, going to school, getting a degree, doing something for yourself, having your own business, doing something. Some of y'all having kids out here, then you're leaving your kids out here with no daddy, no mama, nothing. Then they have to come to a prison to go and see their dad or their mama. And they shouldn't have to do that. That's not fair to them at all either. He knows that I loved him, and he knows. I know I miss him. I miss him because I miss the aggravation of that song he always sang, that mom song. And I tell the boy, you can find you another song because you sound like a broken record. You sing that song all day and you don't want nothing. If I could just have him back, life would be so much easier and better for me. Not for him, but for me, because I don't have to be hurting and in pain anymore. I have a grandson, 7, that's 4 years old, 5 years old now, identical to him. But when my daughter was pregnant with him, he used to but they didn't have any kids. He said that was gonna be his baby, and he was gonna take care of that baby like it was his. And before she had the baby, this boy would go buy everything for this baby. That's my baby. When she had him, oh, that's my baby. Nobody couldn't hold him. That was it. Give him. I got him. I know nothing about the baby. Boy, just give me this baby. But I promise you, that boy is identical to my son, to Devonte. He's the only thing that he don't have that Devonte had was that gap. But every night I used to sit down and I used to cry, look at him 7 and cry, because he was spitting image of Devonte. Everything Devonte did when Devonte was his age, baby coming up, he does the same thing. I mean, the exact identical same thing that he did. And I sit down and cry. My daughter had to stop raining around me for a while. But he did, actually, literally, he does do the same exact identical thing to that Devonte used to do. And he don't know Devonte. He don't remember Devonte because he was a baby when Devonte got killed. Then he was like 6 or 7 months, no, about 8 months when Devonte got killed. But he'll call, he'll talk about it. We're like, who are you talking about? My Uncle Tay. How you know Tay? I know because I talked to him. He talks to me and we talk. Okay. So, yes, my baby, like I said, I'm not gonna bring it back. And as always, before he leave the house, it was always a pull my toe, and then another big hug and a kiss, and another, always, I love you. That was with everybody. I was gonna give you a hug. I don't care if you want a hug, but not give me a hug, and gonna tell you I love you. That was him. That was him.